Having a body is hard, you guys.
Friends, and welcome back to Cassie's world. I'm in pain. As I have been mentioning for over a month now, I got what I suspect to be a pinched nerve in my neck when I was back in Washington in June. Up until this point, I've just like kind of had tingly fingers. I haven't been in a crazy amount of pain. Earlier this week, for an unknown reason to me, I started feeling like a valve of liquid fire has opened in my neck, is pouring down my shoulder and my arm. I'm in an unbelievable amount of pain. It's been difficult to sleep. I took Thursday off work, today's Saturday, and I would ordinarily work today, but I got my shift covered as well. I got some medication from a doctor the other day. It's like an anti-inflammatory that I take for 6 days. Hopefully I feel better. Otherwise, I will pay hundreds of dollars to get an MRI and go from there. Welcome to the vlog. I'm Cassie. I am a barista here in New York City. Very physical job, not fun to do when you're in a great deal of pain. I have the next 3 days off. I have no plans. I'm just gonna be at home. So I thought we would just hang out a little. It's been a while since I've had like a chronic pain surge like this. Last summer spent much of my summer in bed and in pain due to undiagnosed at the time Crohn's disease. I don't think this is Crohn's disease adjacent. Certainly the rate my body's healing at could have to do with having an autoimmune disease, but I am no stranger to being in so much pain that you have to cancel all your plans and just be in bed for the day. So I thought I'd take you along. We would have a nice couple days together and I'll show you some of the ways that I cope. Right now, the thing that's helping me the most is just keeping my mind occupied. Falling asleep has been so hard because there's nothing to like distract from physical sensation. So I've been doing a lot of reading. But it's the morning. I'm gonna go make my matcha and we'll see where the weekend takes us. Happy you're here. Hopefully I'll feel better by the end of this video, but who knows. Afternoon now, everyone, because I have been doing a little bit of writing. I'm substacking again, but B, I was working on some worksheets that my therapist gave me. As you know, I've been starting this therapy journey again after all the drama from earlier this year. I'm really excited to be back in therapy. I really love my new therapist, and she gave me some worksheets after our session last week to fill out. And I was texting my mom about starting therapy again, and she was like, "Are you liking her?" And I said yes. She gave me worksheets, and my mom said, "You always loved a good worksheet," because when I was a child and I was bored, I would ask my mom to write me math worksheets for fun. So if that gives you any sense of how quickly this therapist read me and figured out what I needed. So shout out to my therapist, but also shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. One of the things I love the most about therapy is how empowered it can make me feel. I love when therapists help me find tools that work for me so that on a day or a moment where I'm having a lot of panic or sadness and I don't necessarily have a session that day or in the next few days, I can access the tools that we've talked about in therapy and really be able to help myself. I think a quality of an amazing therapist is their ability to help guide you through guiding yourself through difficult feelings, and I've definitely experienced that with my BetterHelp therapist. BetterHelp matches you with a therapist based on a questionnaire where you are able to talk about what's been going on, your wants, your needs, and you're pretty much immediately able to start doing weekly calls and accessing all of their other resources. If you don't love your therapist right away, it's super easy to switch at any time for no added cost. And once you're matched with a therapist, there are so many resources. I am not kidding you guys. There are support groups, there are classes, there are obviously your weekly one-on-one with your therapist. My therapist, like I said, has been assigning me worksheets every week that I work on in between our meetings, and then when we meet, we talk through them, and she helps me basically restructure my thoughts. The way we view the world is so powerful, and having an external eye of my therapist has been really, really beneficial for me to kind of change some of these thought patterns that have been instilled in me over my life, but especially over this last year. year where I've dealt with a lot of change. If you are also interested in getting involved with therapy, BetterHelp and I would love to offer you 10% off your first month of therapy when you use my code betterhelp.com/cassiepaulsenvlogs. It'll be the first link in the description. When your physical health is crashing, we all know how much harder the mental health stuff gets. Please take care of yourself. I believe in you. So worksheets are done. I did have a little cry. Melanie came in partway through me filling them out and I was just like, I don't want to be in pain again. It's hard, but I'm gonna keep doing some writing and we'll go from there. I watched Sex and the City. Kind of just been writing all day, honestly, but I just smelled myself and I smell like sweat. My hair's pretty clean, but I'm gonna go take a little body shower and put on a new house dress. Highly recommend a nightgown / house dress for any at-home day where you're having feelings or feeling generally bad. Really makes you feel more put together. I'm gonna light some incense, hop in the shower. Jacob, my boyfriend, is gonna come over later this evening. He's also doing some writing for a film he's going to make, which is really exciting. Also, I've been reading a lot. Yesterday, I finished Taylor Jenkins Reid's new book, Atmosphere. I love her writing so much. She just tells such beautiful stories. She wrote Daisy Jones and the Six. I think that's probably my favorite of her books. Maybe in Another Life, I believe, is the title of one from a while ago. I read multiple years ago when I first discovered her writing, in the wake of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Also a great book. Daisy Jones and the Six was definitely my favorite, but this one, Atmosphere, might be my new favorite. It's about astronauts. I don't want to say more than that. It's just really amazing. I did cry my eyes out at the end, but it was really beautiful and I loved it. Now I'm starting a series about Judaism. As you have heard me speak about multiple times, my boyfriend is Jewish. I am one to do research when I do not understand or know all there is to know about something. I didn't grow up religious, so religion has always been fascinating to me. I had my obsession with Mormonism last year, where I deep dived into much of that stuff. Now I'm learning about Judaism because the man I love is a Jewish man. I wanted to watch the 5-part docuseries that I believe Simon, I don't remember the name, I'll put it on the screen, did with PBS, but you have to have like an Amazon subscription and then a BBC subscription within Amazon, so I was like, this is bogus, I'm not doing this. But there are 2 books that he wrote that are kind of the same. It's just The Story of the Jews is what it's called. I downloaded both of those for free from the library. That's what I started this morning. Finally, my acne is so much better. Obviously there's some scarring, but it's all inactive and my face doesn't hurt anymore. So now my shoulder hurts. Woo! And I went to trivia earlier this week and the bar was like indoor outdoor kind of vibe, and I got so many gnarly bug bites on my ankles. Cortisone cream it is. Never a dull moment in the body of Cassie. Having a body is hard, you guys. Shower felt great. I need to go edit the thumbnail for my vlog that goes up tomorrow, my August reset video. Oh my god, why is my hair so tingly? Does anyone else ever sneeze after brushing their hair? Like, what's that about? I don't know if this CBD balm is a placebo effect, but if anything else, it's amazing aromatherapy. It smells so good. Menthol and camphor. Mel said you can get it on Amazon. Dragon Balm. And we're clean. This afternoon's snack plate consists of Beecher's flagship cheese, obviously. Everything but the bagel seasoned cashews and almonds, cheddar rockets, and a plum cot with some honey drizzle. It's 7 o'clock. Whew, watched some Sex and the City, had a snack, read some more of my book, started Cars 2, just kind of been putzing around. My boyfriend Jacob's on his way. We're gonna go get some ramen, even though it was like an 80-degree summer day. First of all, I've been inside all day. Gonna be nice to get a little walk in. Second of all, ramen is my comfort food when I'm feeling physically unwell, or mentally for that matter. It's just a comfort for me. So we're gonna try a new ramen place that I've never had before. Here's hoping it's delicious. Nerve pain is still pretty much at the same level at this moment. I am hoping that another good night of sleep tonight, and tomorrow will be day 3 of my meds. I'm hoping that I'll feel better, but for now, I still have a lot of pain. but I can't wait to have something yummy.
Subscribe, and then you'll eat ramen with your friend. Subscribe. I got a normal size nipple.
Well everyone, amazing news. I am in much less excruciating pain than I was for most of last week and the beginning of this video. It's Monday now. As you saw, Sunday was an incredibly chill day. Jacob came over. We went for a little walk slash brekkie slash coffee in the morning and then really just stuck around here. We read a little bit. I honestly just like laid and breathed for much of the afternoon and then journeyed down to his apartment in the afternoon, went in his pool and his sauna, and then went to bed early. We started watching Cars 2. Just been trying to rest as much as possible. Got a good night of sleep last night and I woke up. I'm still in pain, but it's like a very manageable level of pain now versus the excruciating agony I have been in since Tuesday last week. Very grateful for that. I just journeyed back to my apartment to pick up a book that a friend lent me, Big Swiss. I would definitely recommend this. It was weird, but it was very interesting. Definitely contains some adult content and trigger warnings for assault. But I'm meeting my friend Emily to give her book back. I'm bringing her the first Akatar book because she said she's finally ready to read it, and we're gonna go see a movie together. We were gonna do a park day, but I was like, can we do something more chill where I don't have to sit on the ground? And she was like, yes, I was wanting to see this movie anyway, so let's go do that. I did just stop at CVS and pick up some sour candy. It was 2 for $5, so I got my very favorite Haribo sour gummy bears as well as sour Getty, which I tried somewhat recently and I loved. So those are my movie theater picks. I also got just like a sparkling water to put in my purse, but I have it in the fridge so it'll be cold. I basically just need to like throw on deodorant and repack my bag with those books. It's a very sweaty day, but I'm just gonna go back outside and be sweaty again. It's like 92 degrees today. Yesterday was a cloudy and drizzly and breezy day, but today back to the summer heat. I'm sweaty, but I'm so relieved to be feeling a little better. Oh my god. So it's gonna be a chill little movie afternoon, continue resting, but it's nice to be able to get out into the world a little bit instead of just the suffering of my bed. Still gonna be breathing a lot, but I'm excited to see my friend. Oh my god. Okay, as you can hear, I've got the AC blasting. I am a sweaty lady. I do not smell good, so I'm gonna shower. Peace. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We've made it to the day I have to go back to work. I slept like 10 hours last night. I got a really good night of sleep. I kind of just read my book. I started reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm zooming through it. I think I'm like 35% through maybe. I'm reading it on my Kindle, but a lot of the synopsis that you look up or like when you read the blurb on Goodreads says harrowing descent into insanity of a young woman. But at 35%, I'm just like, she's making a lot of sense. I'm understanding her, so perhaps I'm insane. I have 2 pills left, so I'll take 1 more pill later today and then 1 pill tomorrow. I am still experiencing pain. It's not nearly as bad as it was last week, but it is there. I have to go back to work today and I will be on the floor all week. I emailed my doctor this morning and I was like, what should my next steps be? Like, should I come back in for an appointment? I think I already said earlier in this video that last week he said I possibly needed an MRI. So we will see what expenses I end up incurring. I'm grateful that the pain is lessened, but it's definitely still there. I've been doing that pain management pack, which I did like 3 or 4 times last summer. It's just like a meditation where you focus on the pain and kind of like breathe into it as a method of managing it and coping. It doesn't really get rid of the pain, but sometimes it can make it feel less intense. So I started doing that again. I'm on day 5. I wish this video was ending with me being like, and I'm cured, but that's not how body stuff works all the time. It's been tough mentally to be back in this place of like feeling like my body betrayed me or is betraying me. Again, I don't believe this is related to Crohn's disease, but it has been an intense physical experience that has sent me to bed. And there have been many moments where I've literally just had to lay and breathe because I can't like sit up and focus on anything, even to distract myself. And it's been tough, but it's a new day, it's a new week. I emailed my doctor, we'll see what he has to say. I'm trying to take 1 day at a time and just care for myself as best as I can. If you are feeling anything like what I have been feeling over these last few days, I'm always sending you so much love and peace, and I hope that you are able to see some doctors that listen to you and advocate for yourself. I know it's hard and draining and exhausting, but I have endured some crazy physical stuff and I have gotten through it, and I believe that you can too. It's not always a quick process, it's not an easy process, but you are resilient and you are strong, and the body is too. Whether you're crashing out or not, please go do something that makes you happy today. You deserve it. I am really excited to see you in my vlogs that are coming up. I have some very exciting things coming right after this video. My birthday's coming up, some other life changes are occurring that I'm very excited about. I'm happy to be here. So don't forget to use my link, betterhelp.com/cassiepaulsenvlogs, if you want to start some therapy, and I can't wait to see you again in the next one. Okay, bye!